What's up, everyone? I am Ernest Dove, host of the New York Mets Dove Report, known prospect, hugger, and credentialed member of the media, bringing you all things New York Mets minor league baseball news and notes. Today's segment is sponsored by Max Mets, the premier site for information on the New York Mets talent pipeline and dialogue on all things Mets prospects, news, and opinions. Check them out at maxmets.blogspot.com. That's maxmets.blogspot.com. My guest today is a 21-year-old infielder in the New York Mets organization, currently playing for the Double-A Binghamton Rumble Ponies, arguably the best team in the Eastern League, leading their division and gearing up for the playoffs at the end of this minor league season. After posting an OPS of 886 with the High A Brooklyn Cyclones, shout out Cyclones, he has since been promoted and has been playing for the Rumble Ponies, where he currently has an 867 OPS at the quote unquote show me level of Double A. I've labeled him the poster child for the New York Mets hitting lab. Let's talk hitting, Mets baseball, and more with the one and only Jacob Reimer. Jacob, how are you, my friend?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Oh man, I've been excited for this one. I feel like I've been waiting forever to try to talk to you. Might as
Absolutely.
well get right into it. We get right into things on the show. I'm all about information, intel, details oriented to support and promote you guys. So, hey, first and foremost, awkward or not, can you go ahead and praise and talk about yourself? Can you kind of tell the audience and everyone about yourself? Maybe your approach to the game, to the plate, like how you are as a baseball player in the pros.
Yeah, I grew up a baseball lover. This game was number one to me. My dad showed me when I was super young. Yeah, I'm a third baseman, was a shortstop my whole life. So moving over there, once I got bigger, my senior year-ish to getting into pro ball, moved over to third. Yeah, the thing that drives me is I love this game. At the plate, I'm looking to do more damage. I used to be more try to just more make contact, and now I'm looking to do damage and letting my hit tool work for itself. I'll still make contact.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And it's been working for you all
absolutely.
season. And it brings me into my next question as well, because again, you've shown so much success this season that you were promoted. And I always want to ask a guy like yourself, a pro athlete, what is it like to jump in this circumstance from high A to what's called the show me level, jumping all the way up to double A in season as a 21-year-old?
Yeah, it was crazy. It was good to have Carson Bench come up with me, and boy, did he do pretty well here. He's already gone, but no, it was definitely an adjustment for me. It was more a mental adjustment over anything. Just you always hear this is the biggest jump, high A to double A. That's the biggest jump in all the minor leagues besides obviously triple A to the big leagues.
Mhm.
And so a little bit of nerves got in there, and then once those flushed away, it's gotten a lot better, and it's the same old game of baseball. So
And you've been showing it. You've been showing the talent all year. And I figured I'd bring it up because I just said in the intro that you're like the poster child for the Mets hitting lab. I know you were in another interview talking about some of the stuff and the benefits of it. So I wanted to ask you, as a pro athlete now, as a young player in the Mets organization, what is it like to balance your already solid talent and then utilizing some of all the extra resources that the Mets have flooded into the system in the last couple of years?
yeah, me and my buddies joke about it all the time. We're super blessed to be here in the Mets org compared to what could be some other organizations. They have everything necessary to get us better if we want it, and it comes down to if you want to get in there and you want to put that work in with the stuff available. They'll lay it out for you and they'll be there when you need it. Yeah, just from the analytical side to how your body moves, everything like that, they can show you everything and really give you a plan off that on how to get better and just put the work in. That's what I did last off season after seeing the stuff in the lab, and it's worked out pretty well.
Well, yeah, sure has. Jumping the levels. And
Yeah,
I figured I would ask you too, because I've asked a couple of the pitcher teammates like Zach Thornton and even
yeah.
Joe Hong. Now I'll ask Jacob Reimer, What is it like being from one of the best teams in high A to one of the best teams in double A? Like with that winning culture, what does it mean even from a minor league perspective, rather than everyone saying, hey, I want to win a World Series for the New York Mets? But on the minor leagues, what is it like going from success to success on two winning ball clubs in the minors?
Yeah, I think it just goes to show the culture that was built in spring training because you can look, it's low A's when they're in the playoffs, high A's in the playoffs, double A's in the playoffs, triple A's making a run for the playoffs. It just goes to show that they're really focused on building a culture of winning here because there's no better place to learn winning here than in the big leagues because it'll transfer just like that too as well. So it's pretty awesome. It's fun playing baseball and you're winning as well. So
Of course. And it seems like because these teams are so good, everybody kind of has to be moving around. And one thing I've been talking about on my show for a while now is the versatility of all the players, including the quote unquote top prospects in the organization. Everybody gets moved around. And here you are, one of the hottest players, one of the top ranked players in the organization, and yet you're also being bounced around a bit. So I wanted to ask you too, as a young athlete, what is it like being a third? First, you were short as an amateur.
yeah.
Now you're a third baseman. Oh, then by the way, you're putting the first base glove on. What is it like on not necessarily every given night, because it's about maybe a 70-30 kind of mix. What is it like to be being both corners throughout the year, even at two different levels?
Um, it's a challenge for sure, but one I'm up for, especially when you have a great manager, Reed Brignac. He's the infield guy here too as well. He works well. He keeps me comfortable on both sides of the ball, just on certain things, just some of the game things too, like where I need to be with cuts, stuff like that. They got it locked down to where you can just go out there, have fun, and play. And at the end of the day, it's all that's all it is. Go out there and compete. And yeah,
And you've been doing a lot of that lately. So I've been saying it a lot online as well. So if you could talk about it just a little bit, what is happening in August? Because you're on fire, and I know there's highlights of you pretty much every night, pretty for the last 2, 3 weeks. Is there anything specific? Is it mechanical? Is it the right food? Like what is going on with Jacob Reimer? I think you're hitting about 329 of sorts with a lot of other high numbers in the slash line in August in particular.
yeah, it's really just getting back to my approach. I was trying to do too much. I was trying to put the ball over the left field wall, which I've been doing pretty well this year compared to years past. And I think I just started to try to actually do that. And when you try to hit homers, they won't come. And I was just so I really just got back to my approach of looking the other way and reacting in, and it's got me back to still doing damage, but also just playing the game that I've played my whole life. And yeah, on another side of it as well, it's confidence, just getting the confidence at this level as well has been huge for me. Just getting back to who I am.
And again, also this is a player making that jump from high A to double A, which is a huge deal. So I'm always wondering about that, some of that success that you guys do consistently. And I know you missed a lot of time last year, so I might as well also ask, like, how is the grind going for you this season, playing a full slate of games this year as opposed to last year?
Awesome. It's you can call it exhausting, but if you're putting the right food in your body, getting enough sleep, getting in the recovery with the great training staff we got here, it all works out. And just not playing last year, like you can say you're tired or whatever, but you just got to be grateful because I would have done anything to play a full season last year and I couldn't. And it was super frustrating. So getting out there this year, it's just been nothing but fun.
And I guess speaking of food, I heard some amazing things about the nutritional program that the minor league players in the Mets organization are spoiled by. And I've even talked to some people. I don't think that's necessarily happening around the league. Are you enjoying some of those extra spoils even beyond the other hitting resources?
Absolutely. And that was open. My eyes were open to that in the fall league last year, just talking to different guys on different teams in the orgs. And we were it just came to us bragging kind of after we figured out we, we had such great resources we didn't even know we had. We thought it was just normal. But after that, you just can't take any of that for granted. You got to thank for everyone from Stearns down. Just they've been great at just giving us everything we need in every possible aspect of this game, mentally, physically, nutrition, all of it. It's awesome.
And that's why you're on your way. You have everything you need at this point. So
Absolutely.
I do want to kind of work towards the end of the interview because I know it's like pregame now, and you might have a lot of stuff to work through. A lot of pressure is on you now because when I interviewed Trey Snyder pregame in Low A, he's been on fire every game since the interview. So, and even Jonah Tong has jumped 2 levels since my interview here on the New York Mets Dub Report. Now you got a lot of pressure, but please don't feel it. But
Absolutely.
as we get towards the end of it, I want to give you the opportunity to kind of say a few things, let you give some shout outs rather than me do all the talking as well with the praise. So if you could just talk about even whether it's personal, professional, any kind of shout outs and praise and credit that you want to give to others in your life that have brought Jacob Reimer to this like 1% echelon of like professional baseball.
Yeah, it'd definitely be my support system, my parents, my brother, my little sister, even just my family. They've been here. It's the reason I'm still here. It's the reason I've gotten this far in general. There's been a lot of tough times in pro ball. There always is for every single player. It's the first time you learn how to fail, and they've been there through it all and just lifted me up. And yeah, I couldn't thank them enough. The coaching staff in Brooklyn this year was great as well. The coaching staff here have been awesome. So yeah,
Awesome. And again, and thank you. Now I praise you for coming on the show on the New York Mets Dub Report. I'm getting big now. I keep joking about it all
let's
season,
go.
but apparently I'm one of Steve Cohen's favorite YouTube channels. So,
Nice.
I mean, hey, if you follow him and you respect what he has to say, you see what he's developing under Stearns
He
in the front
is.
office. So,
Yeah.
thank you again for being on the show. Thank you to everybody listening to my show, to some of these interviews. Here you are again now learning more about one of the top players in the Mets farm system. You could be seeing him very soon. So keep an eye out on Jacob Reimer even through the rest of this year in the playoffs. Go Ponies. And then
Yeah.
even into next year where there's only one more kind of minor league spot to go. So let's see how all that happens. But you know where I'm going to be. I'm going to be hugging guys like Reimer all the way through. So thank you again for your time. And hey, everyone, I'll see you next time.